How are you? How are you? I haven't seen you much lately. I miss you. What's up there?
No, what is it?
Can I come in for a minute?
Sure. Yeah, I'm kind of busy, so...
Oh, boy, you are, huh? Really happening, huh? Well, there's not going to be any reason for me to get off the elevator at your floor.
John,
Listen, I know you're going to be very busy today. I can see that, and my schedule at the hospital is real light. There's not much to do, and I haven't spent much time with this guy lately, and I was thinking maybe I could take him off your hands for the afternoon, for the day. That would be all right.
Well, let me get this straight. Now, Fred Greer never actually said he had a tape from Lake?
No, not in so many words, but he hinted a hell of a lot at it. He also hinted that if there was such a tape, if I was to hand him $20,000, that I could have the pleasure of giving the tape to the police if I thought it was in my interest to do so.
Interesting. Anybody else privy to this conversation? Well, anybody?
Well, Evan Walsh came in just as Greer was leaving.
I really shouldn't be doing this here.
Why not?
What if Connor comes in?
Let's go, Miles. Lock the door. Clear off the desk.
You mean your office?
Yeah. I'm game if you are. Morning, sis.
Good morning, sis. Oh, that's too weird. I'm going to see you around lunch, right?
Mm-hmm. Good luck on your test.
Bye. Seeing the City Times headlines?
Yeah. You mean where Cal's gun killed Link? At least he's got an airtight alibi.
Since when?
Well, at Jason Benedict's bachelor party, the girl that popped out of the cake recognized Cal from the night Link was killed. She remembered him at the Silver Dollar around 6 o'clock.
When did you hear about this?
I talked to Rosanna late on the phone last night.
I can't believe you, Evan. Why didn't you call me the minute you found out?
Brought to you today by Dawn Dishwashing Liquid. Dawn takes grease out of your way.
I'm sorry. Like I said, it was late.
Well, thank goodness he's off the hook at least.
Hey, guys. I have some new ideas that I'd like to run by you. About Kingsley Malta.
What about Kingsley Malta?
I was working on the Tidewater account, and since they do some shipping out of the Chesapeake, I was thinking that maybe there could be a tie-in with Kingsley Malta.
Oh. Well, I'm sure that's something Evan could look into.
Evan, if you have some time, I'd like to go over that Tidewater promotion now. With my day being short, it would help me out if I have some money and all.
All right, I'll meet you in your office. I need to have a word with Connor first.
Thanks.
That was a little too close. You plan on having Holden on Kingsley Malta. I think you should talk it over with Damien or else pull him off of it.
No, we need Holden's input. I'll talk to Damien.
Good. And, sorry again for not telling you about Cal.
Damien. I know you said you didn't want Holden on your account, but I really wish you would reconsider.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but some of these messages are pretty urgent.
Oh.
That's all right. I just wanted to let you know I'm here. I'll be down the hall making some phone calls, and I'll think about what you said and let you know my answers later today.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you. I heard from Evan this morning that Cal's no longer a suspect in the Lafferty case. What a relief, huh? Now maybe the police can concentrate on finding the real killer. All right, well, thanks for coming in with Brandy.
Well, my favorite way to meet a beautiful young woman is not to watch her jump out of a cake, but in this case, I was only too happy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, by the way, did you happen to know if Link left a will?
As a matter of fact, I do. He did, and a friend of mine down in Texas drew it up for him.
Were you a beneficiary?
No, I was not.
Wait, any idea who was?
What's that got to do with the price of eggs?
Come on, Cal. All I have to do is pick up the phone and call this guy. Why don't you save me the trouble? Who inherited?
Connor Walsh.
Connor? Why Connor? Why not...
How the hell should I know? I mean, at the time, he was still mad at Hannah. I mean, drew up the will at the time that he and Marcy just split up.
For Hutch?
Hell, I don't know. Maybe he thought Woody was taking care of Hutch.
That still doesn't explain why he chose Connor.
He lost her. Maybe he was filled with regret. Is that all?
Sure. I'll see you at the wedding.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoa, now that is interesting. I wonder if Connor knew she was in Link's will.
Yeah, well, let's put that on hold for a minute. I'll get a hold of this Fred Greer, get him back in here, and grill him some more on this mysterious tape he hoped to blackmail Cal with.
You think Evan Walsh might have heard of Greer's little scheme?
Oh, who knows? Isn't it interesting that Fred Greer's office was broken into right after that conversation took place?
Oh, no, Meg was supposed to take care of that. Oh, well, could you? Oh, thanks, Angel. All right, and could you check on the music? Great. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Well, you are going to be very busy today, aren't you?
Yes, I have a babysitter.
I know, but like I said, I haven't had much time with him, and I like to spend the day with him, if it's all right with you.
Okay.
Good.
All right, just, promise to have him back by 2:30 because he needs a nap, before then.
I'll have him back.
Great.
I
All
promise.
right. Well, let me see. I have the diaper, and I've got...
I'll figure it all out.
juice
Believe you
and-
me, it'll be okay. It'll be fun.
Well, take his coat. I know you love MJ. And I hope you know that it was never my intention to cut you out of his life.
It was never my intention either.
Hi.
Wow.
Hi,
How are you?
Oh,
I thought you might
what
need
a
some help.
nice
Okay,
Oh, sure. Come on in.
John?
How you doing, Lily?
Good.
Well, okay then.
You got
We're
everything?
off.
Okay. Well, now you be a good boy. Here. Be a good boy.
He's always a good boy with his old man, right?
And, number 2:30?
2:30.
2:30.
Come on, pal.
Letting John have MJ today?
I don't see how I could really say no. I just, hope that he sees that I'm willing to go halfway. Back up on this custody thing.
I like Holden. I would hate to have to see you go through that again.
Yeah. Speaking of Holden, I would like to talk to you about that.
Good morning, Thelma.
Kirk, how is it the WOAK was able to get the story of Cal Strickland's gun out first? Would you answer me that?
Cal found out that the police had traced his gun back to him, and I think he just wanted the public to know.
No. That's too perfect. That's too pat. He told the story because he was warned that we were going to lead with this today. Now, who could have told him?
You know, if you saw the WOAK Morning News, they also got another scoop. Cal apparently has an airtight alibi for the time of Link's murder.
Isn't it sad? It's so sad. A murder field, suspects. Connor Walsh is the leading suspect, and her revolting brother, Evan. Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, I got a call this morning about that front page photo we ran a few days ago, the fire at Oakdale U.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. They loved it, and they wanted some more information on Rosanna Cabot and that blind student that she rescued.
Oh, a human interest angle
That's a
kind of thing.
wonderful idea. Why didn't we think of that? Let's do it. We can still do it. Get on the phone. Tell her to come on in. And let's raise the photography budget for the City Times. All right, let's make it really look good.
Sure.
I think we'd also think of putting Andy Dixon on some sort of a retainer.
Oh, John will like that.
Well, he's got real talent. He's got dramatic flair. He should be doing something other than taking pictures of Julie Wendell and her scanties.
Oh, Greg, I was just about to buzz you. I would like to have a look at that Visconti bag that you said was defective. I'd like to see if there's a way that we could fix it here.
What would be the point? Franco would never allow BRO to sell repaired goods. Visconti has an image to uphold.
Yeah, but still, I'd like to see what the problem is. That way I might be able to recognize it in the future.
I'm sorry. It's already been packed up, ready to ship back to Italy.
Morning. Hey, Royce.
How?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Anyway,
See ya.
here are the invoices you wanted.
Thank you, Gregory.
Oh! The rest of the money I owe you?
You owe me money? Wow. You owe me money?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Okay, we're square.
Good.
How you doing?
Oh, work's a little slow, but what am I saying? Work is non-existent. I never had so much free time in my life.
So you, bought a bike?
Yeah. I don't know why exactly. I just went by that old motorcycle dealership and why
What
the hell?
There's no point, Julie. What are you just do like the minute it's not the whole rest of it. There is no time. Well, it seems that I was wedding today, and I'm bridesmaid, and I have no rest to wear. All right. Yes, Lord. Hold on a second. Julie? Yeah, I just turned up in Peoria, if you can get it over together. I guess I could. Although I only trust my car, it's in Diana Lane.
Well, you know what? I just had an answer helmet. So how would you like to go for a ride on my new bike?
So did you get my gift? I did, yes, I did. All of it? Yeah, all of it. Yes, I did. Hopefully it's coming in handy. Or not. Or not, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I just, I just never thought. It's all in the happening. That you would get in the shower. You make your honor. I didn't think it ever happened either. You know that since you were born, everything that I've done in my life has been for you. Yeah, well, I'm not using that as an excuse. I hope you do. I hope you do know that. And that you're the person that I always thought of first. All those years that I was away. I stayed away because I thought it was best. I thought it was best for you. And the whole flying out here and immediate option. I honestly thought that it was the best thing for you. Really. And that's why I wanted to say what I had said. It's about well, it is that old. And you just can't push it under the carpet. And I hope that you will learn from our mistakes. Because, really, that scene between you. He goes down, Lord. To see you. He broke with Janet. Because of you. You're right. You're right. A lot of hope is feelings that are deserved. What do you expect me to do? I don't know, girl. I don't know what she did. I guess all you have to do is slow your heart. But when you look in your heart, I guess I want you to be careful because there's a lot at stake. You know, and I don't want you to get hurt. You know, because I love you. Oh, I love you too. I love you too.
Detective Hughes. Oh, hey, Bob, how you doing? No, no busier than usual. What's going on? You're with MJ. How did that happen? That's great. Thanks. Yeah, I could do a quick lunch today. How about, why don't you stop by our house around 1? Yeah, it's great. I'll see you then. Bye.
What's John doing with MJ? Ivan know about this?
Oh, well, she said he could, have him for a few hours. That was okay. I wonder what's keeping our Fred Greer. Speak of the devil.
What is this all about? I do have to be in court in an hour.
I just have a few more questions for you, Mr. Greer. Won't take long. Why don't you have a seat? Now, last time you were here, you suggested that Link Lafferty may have kept some records of his conversations at Walsh Montgomery, and I was just wondering, any tapes turn up?
If it had, I would have turned it over to you.
Really? You wouldn't have tracked down Cal Strickland, tried to shake him down?
How dare you suggest such a thing?
And if there was such tape, wouldn't that break in at your office suddenly make sense?
I have no idea what you're getting
No,
at.
come on, Mr. Greer. Why would someone break into your office? What is there of value to steal there? What, a brief, a deposition?
I do have confidential documents.
Oh, I'll bet you do. And isn't it too bad we never caught the burglar? And I don't suppose you have any idea who it might be.
Evan? Hey,
Damien?
If you're looking for Connor, she's in with Emily.
Oh, well, I want to talk to Connor, but I need to speak to you first.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, thank you, Damien.
What's on your mind?
I was at the police station this morning, and I was telling them how Fred Greer tried to shake me down for some audio tape that Link was supposed to have had.
Why'd you get into that?
Well, it just came up. And I think you ought to know that your name came up.
This is the strangest thing.
Well, what is it?
Well, a box just came in the mail addressed to Connor Walsh and Link Lafferty. What should I do with it?
That is weird. I wonder why they'd address it like that.
I can't imagine.
Well, let me have it, Jane. I'll make sure she gets it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know, she's been so rattled lately. We ought to see what's inside there.
I think there are laws against opening somebody else's mail, Evan.
She's my sister. She's not going to mind. Besides, it's not marked personal or confidential, and it's to the office, so, you know, it's got to be business.
Oh, looks like a his and hers set. Cute.
Hey, Cal, wait. You know, Link must have ordered this. I don't think Connor knew anything.
No, Craig. No, forget it. You keep pounding away at Meridian. Kirk and I will brainstorm Kruger without you. What's in that box?
Fruitcakes. 8 of them from DeWitt. Counting the fruitcakes from Meridian, Belmar, and Xanadu, we now have a total of 26 fruitcakes.
Oh, I just shudder at what Aunt Mary's merchandising is going to send us.
Not to worry, she sent figgy pudding.
Imagination. All right, get out your lists. We're going to distribute some fruitcakes all around town.
Excuse me? Hello.
got a message that you wanted me to come see you?
Yes, wasn't that quick? I think you know Kirk Anderson.
Oh, sure. I've seen him about half a dozen times out at the farm. More than that, I think. Actually, he's usually too busy stuffing his face full of Emma's pies to talk.
How's it going, Rosanna?
Okay.
Sit down.
So, what's this all about?
The picture that Andy Dixon took of you and the blind student in the fire. We've had the most wonderful response. It's really heartwarming, and we want to do a feature, a follow-up, an interview with you, all about you and him.
Thanks, but I don't think so.
Well, why not? We've had readers calling in wanting to know more about you.
Well, I just did what anyone else would do, and I really don't want to make a big deal about it. Besides, I don't think I agree with using someone else's misfortune to sell papers.
Misfortune? Whose? I'm not thinking of anything. I don't...
Well, then why don't we do just a piece on you? I mean, actually, you're a VIP in this town. Your family owns a Fortune 500 company.
No.
No.
That's the last thing I really want to publicize. No. So, is there anything else?
Well, if your decision is final.
It is.
Well, then no. I mean, no, thank you. I mean, we won't keep you any longer. I know there's an awful lot that has to be done out at the farm for the nuptials.
Yes, I'm trying to help out as much as I can.
Will Lily be attending the wedding?
I hope so. Lily's the matron of honor.
I see. Is Holden in the wedding party?
I'm not sure. Aaron is going to be the ring bearer, though.
Isn't that sweet?
Bye.
Rosanna, dear, you seem such a sweet girl. Bianca talks about you all the time. I know that your families are intertwined, but really, Evan Walsh, he's not the right stuff. He's not to be trusted.
I'll keep that in mind, Mrs. Walsh.
Oh, Rosanna. Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Lily, the matron of honor. Wow. I'd sure like to be a fly on the wall at that wedding.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you a full report.
Oh, Hal, I'm on my way to the post office to ship that bag back to Italy. Is there anything else you need mailed?
Yes, there's a bag on the factory floor. It's going to New York. Ask Louise. She'll tell you where it is.
All right.
Okay.
Miss Ryan. Mrs. Grimshaw. Hello. What are you doing here? I have a problem with something I bought at Fashion, so rather than get the runaround at the store, I decided to come straight to the source.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't think you would have gotten the runaround at the store.
Mrs. Grimshaw, I'm Hal Munson. I'm Barbara's husband, and I'm also in charge of customer relations. Is there a problem?
This. I bought this very expensive imported bag, and the strap broke the first time I used it.
Well, that certainly is an outrage. Well, we shall send this one back to Italy. Barbara will call over to Fashions and make sure that they set another one aside for you immediately. You will call over, won't you, dear?
Yes, of course I will. Please, Mrs. Grimshaw, come with me.
Terribly sorry.
What are you doing?
Oh, well, look at this. We got another defective bag. I was going to send it back to Italy in the box that you're sending the other one back in.
There's no need for that. I'll take care of it. Thank you.
Oh, God, it feels good to sit down.
What can I get you?
Hi.
2 grape sodas.
Oh, coming right up.
At least the service is good here.
Ah.
That saleswoman made me irate.
Can you believe she made us wait for almost a half an hour while she waited on that old broad with the big fur and the bad wig? And we got there first. She'd probably still be waiting if you hadn't given her big attitude.
Excuse me? I seem to recall you hurling a few well-chosen epithets in her direction.
What?
Oh, you mean one of my chopped liver doesn't count?
She made me mad. You know, I deserve to be treated better than that. My money's just as good as the next person's. Anyway, thank you very much for taking me up there. I
At
appreciate
least you have a dress to wear that fits now.
Yeah. So what if it's the wrong color? Everybody else is going to be wearing burgundy, and I'll be wearing plum. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. What?
I don't mean to make light of it, but, Julie, there's no way you're going to be a sore thumb.
Got a hangnail.
Face it, you're a beautiful woman. You're going to stand out in a crowd. Well, who wants to be one of the pack when you can outshine them all anyway? And besides, when it comes to this outsider stuff, I think I got you beat hands down in this town.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. To sore thumbs.
To hangnail.
So I promised Julie I'd take her to Paris for our honeymoon. You know, I just hope I can swing it.
Paris.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm glad we finally both have the happiness we were looking for.
Yeah, it's about time, don't you think? I'm just glad that you and Jason found your way back to each other. You know, I can tell you from my experience with Julie that it's even better the second time around. Somehow you just don't take anything for granted.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I heard John's with MJ.
How did you hear that?
He called Margot at the station. Iva, you really think that's a good idea? I mean, what if he decides to run off with him? Or he doesn't come back in time for the wedding?
You do it now. Does it seem as strange to you as it does to your old man that your mother and father are not the ones that are getting married today? I don't know, in this day and age, maybe that's not such a strange thing. And maybe in light of the recent developments, not such a bad thing. I'll let you in on a little secret, just you and me, okay? The doctors around here, the big chief medicine men, have found a problem with your father. But they tell me they found this problem pretty early, and they promised me that they can do something about it. But, well, you never know. I hope they're right. I want to see you grow up, MJ, Matthew John. I want to see the first things that you do, like when you fall down, you skin your knee, or when you make that noise. You gotta go to bed now? What are you gonna do?
Huh?
Oh, John. I thought you were talking to yourself.
What? Oh.
Talking to the baby. Hey, hi. John. Oh, he's big. How old
Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Having a little talk with my 10-month-old son. Not a bad-looking kid, is he?
Just like you, John. I was just in the hospital because I had to give Rex his kiss and his Christmas jacket.
Yeah.
I just thought of you, and I thought I'd... How long...
Oh, I have to have him back in a couple of hours so he can get his nap before the ceremony. Whatever. Yeah.
Maybe this evening is going to be rather long for you, John. Would you like to come by the house, possibly? Rosa could make you some of those tostados that make you so sick.
It's not a bad idea, but you know, I become bad company when I eat those things.
John, the secretary wasn't at your desk. Hello, Lucinda. Lucinda.
Ah, dear.
Oh.
I'm glad that I ran into you. I'm going to have my party, you know, a Christmas party tomorrow evening. Maybe you and Damien would like to drop by. Bianca would love to see you.
Maybe.
You're going to be a matron of honor.
Yes, I am.
Well, tostados at 8. Goodbye, darling. He's very cute. No wonder you're so attached to him.
How have you been, John?
Swell.
This really isn't a good idea.
MJ? You didn't come here to talk to me about that, did you?
Oh,
Oh, come
I
on.
have a part if you do this, John.
Oh, Lily, I think I'm going to feel the same way, believe you me.
I know you love it.
I seem to recall that you're a big champion for Holden's parental rights.
That was different.
That was different.
Yes,
How
it was
it?
very different because Ivan
Oh,
has never
come on,
denied
let's
you a
not
place
talk
in
about
MJ's
this,
life.
you and me. I don't want to talk about it with you, okay? This has to do with Iva, myself, MJ. You want to talk about kids and their parents? Let's just talk about the woman that you ran out of this room. Hey, it's the holiday spirit here. Do you think it would kill you to go to a party? You've made your point. It's been well taken. She loves you, Lily, and it's really hurting her a lot. But you guys are... It's Christmas, right? I'm not a politician. I don't know a damn thing about peace on earth. But I do know that it is possible to have peace in a family. Think about it.
Did Ambrose get back to you? Yeah, he's going to take a look at Link's will for me. But it's all a moot point right now anyway, since the investigation is still going on.
Did you get the package?
What package?
Well, it came in the mail addressed to you, and I gave it to Evan.
No, I'll have to check with him. Thanks. Oh, hi, Damien.
Hi. I've come to a decision about the matter we discussed earlier.
I'll go to lunch.
I've decided to have Holden work with Mr. Malta at one condition, that he will not be making any policy decisions.
That's fine. Whatever you say.
He also may be needing in Rome from time to time to work with the Home Office.
Look whom I found getting off the elevator.
Kurt. Damien.
Nice place I expect to see you.
And don't get used to it either.
Well, Jane's always glad to see me, right?
Right.
Well, Jane, how about a cappuccino? What do you say?
See you later.
For you.
It's going to explode.
I don't think so.
Fruitcake?
Well, yeah, we've been getting an awful lot of them over at Wall, so I thought you guys could use some over here.
Don't try to palm this off on me, Kirk. We're up to our ears in this, and I can't stand this stuff.
Well, neither can I. I just thought you might be having a craving.
Keep your voice down.
I've been keeping my voice down. It's not the kind of thing you're going to be able to hide for too much longer. You haven't told him yet, have you?
I've been trying to work up the courage.
Don't think about it. Just do it. I mean, he's got a right to know, and beyond that, you and the baby could use his support.
Why are you being so pushy about this?
Because I'm a pushy kind of guy.
And it's almost Christmas, and you miss your kids.
It's almost Christmas, and pregnant women should be with the fathers of their babies. Listen, Connor, you've always been a classy woman in my book, and a classy woman would tell the father of her child.
especially when he's an upstanding guy like Cal. Shoot. Maybe I want you to tell him just so I won't be disillusioned about you.
Far be it from me to disillusion you, Kirk. Besides, I've already decided I'm not putting it off any longer. Today's the day.
You got a minute?
Margot, what can I do for you?
I just want to ask you a few questions.
All right.
Now, you said you had a flat tire the night Link was killed.
That's right. That's how I hurt my hand.
Mm-hmm. You have any record from a service station, the flat in your trunk?
No, I chucked it. I could probably come up with a receipt if you'd like one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Any other questions I can answer for you?
Cal Strickland said that Fred Greer was making some noise about a tape of Link's. You know anything about that?
No, I did walk in on the tail end of a conversation that Greer was having with Cal, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, on December 6th, Fred Greer's office was broken into. Where were you that night?
I was probably out at the farm with Rosanna. No, December 6th. Now, I was probably here. I had to come back from work here probably till about midnight, in fact.
Mm-hmm. Anybody see you?
Don't think so. Why? You can't possibly think I had anything to do with that break-in.
Just routine question.
I'm terribly sorry to interrupt.
Mr. Greer, I don't think we have an appointment today.
No, we haven't. It wasn't important.
No, I'm just about finished for now. Thank you, Evan.
You bet.
What the hell are you doing here? Well, it suddenly occurred to me that you might want to throw a little work my way.
Barbara? Where have you been? I'm sorry, I knew you had to try this dress on.
I know, I know
Please,
that.
slip out of your
Okay.
clothes. Let's get into it, okay?
Go.
Barbara, I need to ask you a question about... What are you doing here?
I'm here to pick up Aaron's outfit for the wedding. Leave. Okay. I'll wait outside.
You know we have a whole bank of lawyers. What makes you think I can throw business your way?
Oh, I'm sure you can think of something. Otherwise, I might be forced to spend more time with Detective Hughes, running down my theories on the break-in, what might have been on that tape.
Hello.
Hi, you're a little early.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Fred Greer, how do you do?
Fine, thank you.
Evan Walsh. Mr. Peterson, what can I do for you?
Tell Mr. Walsh I'll be in touch.
Mm-hmm.
You've always been a classy woman in my book. And a classy woman would tell the father of her child, especially when it's an upstanding guy like Cal.
Connor? We really need to talk. There's been a terrible strain between us for the last several weeks, and I can't let it go on.
Neither can I. There's something that I've wanted to say to you. And I really hope that you're going to be happy about this. I'm going to have a baby. Your baby.
We're gonna have a baby.
We're gonna have a baby! Ha! I can't believe it. You know, this is the most wonderful news I have ever had in my life.
Do you really mean this?
Oh, Oh, darling, don't you know? I have never stopped loving you, not for 1 instant.
Oh, Cal. I've never stopped loving you either.
Connor? I'm not going to take up a whole lot of your time, but I think you ought to know that I was at the police station this morning, and Margot asked me if Link had a will, and I couldn't just lie to her.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to, Cal. There's something that I've been wanting to say to you. There's been a lot of tension between us the last few weeks.
I know, and listen, I've been thinking about spending a lot more time down in Texas, so if that's what you're getting...
No, please, that's not it. Please just let me talk, or I'm not going to get this out.
Connor, what's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. I'm pregnant.
Nurses' uniforms provided by Nursemaid. Gloves by Founds Brothers. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.